Hey guys, welcome to my channel and welcome to the most inspiring city in the world, London.
Back to San Francisco.
Our minds may change.
Today we're gonna talk about learning English on your own. Sitting at home in your own country when nobody speaks English. I'm gonna give you some tips because I've gone through the same process. If you're interested, please continue watching this video. I'm walking around London right now. I'm in Fitzrovia and so many memories come to my mind because I first came here when I was 14 years old. My English was super bad. People did not understand me and everybody thought I was a weird person because I spoke with a really weird accent. And this was the trip that changed my perspective on studying. Because when I came back home after 2 weeks in the UK, I realized that I want to change everything. I want to change my English language learning routine. I want to change the methods that I used and I want to dedicate more time to studying. The first thing I did, I sat down and I realized that now I have a goal. And in anything you do in your life, and I can't underestimate it, and I will repeat it many times for you, you have to have a clear goal. For me, the goal was pretty clear when I came back home from the UK because I realized I want to live here and I want to study here and I want to connect my life with the English language. And I realized that perfect English is a must. It's not something I can fake. It's not something that would be additional. This is something that everybody has here. Everybody speaks perfect English and I want to be understood. I want to speak the same language. I want to be able to understand the jokes. So I set the goal for myself and I told Marina, in 4 years, you're gonna study in the UK. So task number one for you would be setting the goal and setting the goal with an exact date. A great thing about learning the language is that you don't have to sit down with a textbook for an hour a day, because once you have the goal, you have to tell yourself how much time you're gonna spend learning English every day. And learning English doesn't mean just doing grammar exercises, and this is why I love languages. Because you can live in English, you can watch TV shows, you can read books, you can text people, you can travel. So at least 1 hour a day, this will be perfect. What I did, I watched Sex and the City in English. I watched The Suits in English. I have an HBO Now subscription that allows me to watch Westworld, Silicon Valley and other TV shows. You can watch YouTubers, you can do whatever you want, but in English, and that would count towards your education. I would also suggest having just one textbook, maybe 2 maximum, or having a tutor that you meet once a week to control your progress, because it's always good to have something to rely on in terms of like plan of topics. Maybe you're doing simple tenses this week, past tenses the next week, future tenses in 2 weeks, and it's good to have somebody to track your progress. When I studied at school, we had Kaplan books, we had opportunity textbooks. Just, you know, any textbook would be good. It's just for you to have a plan that was made by a professional teacher. And if you can afford having a teacher, I would really recommend having a native speaker, and having a native speaker that has accomplished something in their lives. Like for example, we have Anastasia, who has studied in America for 4 years and who speaks 5 different languages, who passed IELTS, who scored 119 on TOEFL. So somebody like Anastasia, so you can not only learn English from her, but also learn how to reach your goals. My next advice would sound a little weird and might sound a little unprofessional, but you have to fall in love. You can fall in love with a person who speaks English. That would be the best. That would motivate you to speak English every day. Or you can fall in love with a TV show. You can fall in love with an app. You can fall in love with a blogger, like, you know. You can choose a blogger that really motivates you, who you want to watch every single day. Because falling in love helps you do something regularly. Like Sex and the City was my favorite TV show. I watched it 6 times in my life because I fell in love with it. Oh, that's another great thing that I want to talk about. When you read a book in English or you watch a TV show, you don't have to know every single word. And if you tell yourself, oh, I'm gonna write every new word down, I guarantee you, you will hate this. You will stop watching the movie, you will stop reading the book. Because remember what I told you, you have to be in love and you have to enjoy the process. So, if you see a word for the 7th time and you realize it actually affects your understanding, yes, translate it and write it down. The other words, just look at them and try to figure out their meaning from the context, because otherwise you will spend all your time just writing words down in the vocabulary. Some people ask me, Marina, do I have to learn pronunciation together with grammar, or maybe I should have basic vocabulary first and then grammar? The answer is you have to learn the pronunciation straight away, because it's gonna be so tough for you to change it later. Remember my story? I came to the UK for the first time speaking like this, like I just came from Russia. Not that bad, but it was something similar. And it was so tough for me to change it, because you feel so weird. Oh my god, especially when you sit down together with like a Russian group. I was back at school with my Russian teacher, Russian students, and you try to mimic British accent, they just kind of laugh at you because you look weird. Everybody speaks with a Russian accent and you try to mimic something else. Good thing you're studying on your own, so you can just talk to yourself in this lovely accent. Or if you have a native speaker teacher, he would never laugh at you because you would actually sound better in terms of like American or British pronunciation. So from day one, start learning the accent, start learning the right way to place your mouth, to place your tongue, to pronounce words like a native speaker. Is somebody still using the phone booths? Ah, it's not even working. Fake! Everything is fake! Oh no! People just use them for photos. Basically, these phone booths are just for you to take pictures. I'm kidding. But this one is not working. You might wonder, which accent should you learn? There is a theory, and I totally agree with it, that Canadian accent is the easiest for you to understand as a non-native speaker and also to learn. But when you come to a particular country, you would need to adjust to their accent. So it really depends on your goals, but I would tell you that before I was upper intermediate, I didn't really get any accents. So when I was in Great Britain, we were standing with my friend and she would tell me, "Oh, Marina, do you hear that American accent?" And there would be like a crowd of Americans near us. And I would tell her, no, wow, I don't get any accents. I maybe started understanding accent maybe after 2 times I came to the UK. So don't really worry about the accent, just worry about the correct pronunciation. And accent will just come, because accent is about intonation, correct pronunciation is about putting your tongue in the right place. So just don't worry. If you're already upper intermediate, then just think, oh, where do I see myself in 3 years? And then learn that accent. I would say American accent is the most popular one because you have all of the TV shows, you have all of the movies. British is the most standard, Canadian is the easiest. I'm not talking about Australian because I think it's the toughest and you only can use it in Australia. Let me give you some resources. Resource number 1, my favorite book so far, it's a study guide, Mastering the American Accent. This is a really useful book that's going to tell you where to put your tongue, how to pronounce words, and it will help you train. Resource number 2, linguatrip.com. It's my company, it's Amazon for languages, and we have everything starting with tutors on Skype, different books that can help you learn English, and you can also book study abroad courses and get admissions help on LinguaTrip. Resource number 3, Fluent.express. This is a service also designed and developed by my team that helps you correct your written English. So you just upload the text and a native speaker will check it in the real time and you will see your errors. Guys, I wish you were here. Some free books in English. I hope they don't mind that I'm like just looking at them. Oh, this is for taxes. Criminal law. Resource number 4, if you don't have access to hardcover books in English, I would recommend Amazon Kindle, and this is what I use to read books. You get the app, you can get a subscription, I think it's like $14 a month, and you get 1 book every month, and you can also get audiobooks, and this is what I prefer. So resource number 5 is Audible. Audible is an app where you can listen to the books in English language. I would highly recommend the book that I'm reading right now. It's called The Subtle Art of Not Giving a and it's one of the best books I've read so far. It's about motivation, about not giving up, about working even when things are not looking very good. If you still feel that there are some beginner topics in English that you have missed or you want to repeat, I would really recommend Duolingo app. It's a free app that touches very basic spheres of English, like basic grammar, basic vocabulary, super useful, and the best thing, it's free. The only thing with the apps why I don't really believe in them, when you're online or when you're driving in the bus, you would more likely to open your Messenger or your Facebook. So my another advice would be following groups on Facebook that are in English and that talk about English. Like I have a fan page, Marina Mogilko. Our company has a fan page, LinguaTrip. You can follow other bloggers like Casey Neistat, Gary Vaynerchuk. They have a lot of useful information in English as well. Some other resources. If you want to watch TV shows and movies in English, I would use hbonow.com. I would also use amazon.com if you have Prime membership, which is about $12 a month. You get some movies for free. HBO Now you pay around $14 a month. There is netflix.com, also around $14 a month. And you can just purchase movies on iTunes. I would not recommend any other illegal resources, but you probably know what I mean. What I do right now, I already pay for all of my content. If you want to watch something for free, there is always YouTube. British YouTubers, American YouTubers, just watch them for free. And there is also another life hack. All of the resources that I've mentioned before, HBO, Amazon, Netflix, they have first month for free. So you can use that free trial and then just cancel and you won't be charged anything. And guys, remember, don't be upset if you don't see the progress straight away, because I always think that like learning English at home on your own is like learning to swim in your room. You need to actually be in the swimming pool to experience the joy of swimming. This is the same. You have to be in an English-speaking country to enjoy the actual speaking of the language, the actual usage of the words that you learn and the grammar that you've learned. Because here in the UK, in London, nobody would speak your own language. Well, some people would do, but the majority would not understand you and you will have to use English. And this is the best practice. Have you seen the video of a dog that is right above the water, but there is a person holding it, but it's still trying to swim in the air? This is you learning English at home. It's like basically I tell my students that you cannot learn to swim just lying on the floor in your room. This is the same with the language. You have to travel and practice the language. And right now I am in one of my favorite schools in Greenwich in London. And I love this place because it's the UK, but it's not like London, because London is a big city and Greenwich is like a smaller district in London. But let's see the school and let's see Greenwich. When I came back from London for the first time, I kept telling my friends they have to do the same. And this is basically why I started LinguaTrip, because I wanted more people to travel to English-speaking countries and learn languages. And I was so happy to meet my followers today, because I saw more than 30 people who came to London to study languages, to improve themselves. And guys, this is like this city. You have to come here at least once in your life because it's one of the best cities in the world. I feel so at home here, and I feel that this is the place that inspired me to be who I am. These people, they're so kind, smiling, willing to help. Like this all started here. Please, please, please come to London, and this will be your best step, your best experience for your English language, because you're gonna practice it and you can come with any level. You can even be a beginner, because teachers here, they speak really slowly, they help you, they know you're not good at the language, but they're gonna do their best. The best thing I love in London is its smell, because it smells like my childhood dreams, it smells like London, it smells like hopes, it smells like the hopes for your life, and I just love this place. I hope you enjoyed watching me running around London, doing fun stuff, and I hope I inspired you to come here, practice your English, and immerse yourself into culture and explore new things. And who knows, when you come to a new country, when you meet new people, new ideas come to your head, and maybe this will be the first step into your new life. Thank you so much for watching this vlog. If you're not yet subscribed, there is a subscribe button down below. Watch more videos about English language that are here, and I'll see you soon. Bye bye.